So guys, welcome to my channel, and our today's topic is how to telnet a switch, right? So before we get into in detail, let me just give you some overview about telnet, what exactly telnet is, and in what cases we may have to use this telnet feature, right? So let us just take an example, like in a company we are having multiple switches, right? So in some cases, if there is any issue, like any port is in the shutdown mode or something else, so it is not possible for us to go into the server room and we like connect the cable to my console port and then take the switch access, right? So that would be time taking also, and that is not feasible basically. So in those cases, what we can do is we can configure the telnet on the switch, because we will be having multiple switches, right? And we have to troubleshoot very fast, right? So once we configure the telnet on the switch, then it simplify the administration. Like any network guy, like who is either sitting in the office or that guy is not sitting in the office, can do the telnet and he can look in for the issue, right? So this is how we do. So we are just going to look into that today. So let me just open my packet tracer, and then we will see like how we can configure the telnet on the switch and what all commands we have to run, right? So let me just open it. So I am just going to take one switch in my packet tracer, and I will be taking one PC. I'll be taking one laptop so that I can do the telnet. So I am just going to take 2960 switch, right? And I am going to take one AND device here so that I can do the telnet from, and I am just going to connect my automatic cable from my switch to my PC, right? So as far as the cable connection with the switch is concerned, let me make it more clear to you. Let's say I'm a IT guy and I'm sitting in my room, right? I'm sitting in my room, so I can make use of the cable, because we will be having the IO port, like, right? So I can connect one straight cable to my IO port, and the other cable will come to my laptop. So I will be in the network. I hope it is clear to you. Now let me just go to the switch. Let me just open the CLI. Right. So what I am going to do, we have to configure the telnet on the switch. So do the configuration of the telnet. What we have to do, we have to make use of line VTY command 0. So I just want to give you more detail about this particular command, line VTY 0, what exactly line VTY 0 is, and what is the use of line VTY 0. Basically, if you want to enable telnet on any of your device, like whether it can be a switch, it can be a router also. So the same command is going to be used. So line VTY 0 states that we can only have one user who can do the telnet, right? If you have like if you want your other teammates to do the telnet also, let's just take an example that you want to allow 5 people in your company to do the telnet, right? So in those cases, what we can do is, what would be the command? So the command would be line VTY 0 to 4, right? So 4 plus 0, so it will take it that way. So it will be 5. If I give you one more example, let's say you want to allow 10 users. So what you can do is, you can say 0 to 9. So it will be 10, right? And if you want to allow only single user, so it would be line VTY 0 only. I think it is clear to you. So I'll take it as 0 only. Then we have to run one more command called login local, right? Now we also have to set the username and the password, right? So this username and the password will be used when we will try to do the telnet from one of our end device, right? So I am just going to take the username as Sanjeev and the password is the same. I am just taking it as Sanjeev and the password is also Sanjeev, right? Now we also have to enable the secret, right? Enable secret. Guys, please hold it down. I just need to plug in my wire because the battery is about to die. Please hold for a second. Yeah, thank you. So enable secret, we also have to enable the secret, right? So I'm just going to take it as Cisco, right? So I would like to tell you like what is the difference between this username and the password, and why we are enabling this secret password. So basically this username and the password will be used when you will try to do the telnet from your device. This is going to check the user credentials, whether those informations are available on the switch or not. And when we talk about this enable secret, which we have given as Cisco, so whenever we would like to do any kind of configuration in the switch, then this password would be required, right? I hope it is clear to you. So I have enabled the secret also, right? So till now we have only configured this telnet on my switch, right? So what we have to do now, we have to do one more thing, because we have not yet assigned any IP address to my switch. So without the IP address we cannot do the telnet, right? And as you know that like in the layer 2 device we cannot assign the IP address to our ports, right? I would like to show you, because we cannot assign the IP address to our ports. Let's say interface FA0/1 IP address. You see this, what it is saying is unrecognized command. Let me just complete this for you so that I can show you we cannot assign the IP address to the ports. Let's say we are going to get the error. See this, what it is saying is invalid input detected. So what we have to do in those cases, actually we by default we have VLAN 1 in all the switches. So in this case we are just going to assign the IP address to our VLAN, right? How? Interface VLAN 1, as you can see this, and here I am just going to give the IP address, and this IP address could be anything, but you have to take it as per your network, right? If you are using a class B network, then you have to put the class B IP or class C IP, so that it should be communicate accordingly. So I am just going to take 172.16.0.1, let's say, right? 255.255.0.0. As you can see this, I have taken an IP address, right? Private IP address 172.16.0.1, right? And I have given the subnet also 255.255.0.0, right? I am going to say enter, and I will say no shut. Now I would like to show you whether that IP has been assigned to my VLAN or not. Do show IP interface. So guys, as you can see this, we have this VLAN 1 here, and we have successfully assigned the IP address to my VLAN. So this IP address 172.16.0.1 will be used for the telnet purpose, right? Now what I am going to do, I am just going to assign one more IP address to my device also. I will just make it a note, 172.16.0.2, let's say. I am just going to configure it. (172.16.0.2), right? I will save it. Now let us try to do the telnet, right? Or let me just show you. First of all, we will try to ping the VLAN, right? Ping 172.16.0.1. As you can see this, we are successfully able to ping our IP address, which is configured at our VLAN, 1, right. So let us just do the telnet. So for doing the telnet, what we have to do, we just again have to go to this command prompt, right, and here we will have to make use of this telnet and the IP address, and you have to press enter. See this, it is asking for the username and the password which we have set. This this was the username and this was the password. Now I got the access of my switch, right. So if I'll try to enable it, if I want to run some command, or if I want to check something, then it is again asking for this password, right. So that was my secret password, that was Cisco. You see this, we got the access, right. So this is how we do the telnet. Let me just show you the interfaces. See this, we are able to see all the interfaces, and only this particular fast Ethernet 0/1 is in the upstate, and rest of the ports are in the downstate, because we have not used those ports in this practical. So this was all about telnet. So if you like the video, please press the thumbs icon, and I would be coming up with more videos related to this only. So thank you for watching my video, and have a nice day.